the Urus, the go anywhere Lamborghini. Now there's this, the Urus Performante. And today we drive this more powerful, lighter, wider, lower record-setting car. The only thing we don't do is go sideways. Just not yet. Hands up if you questioned Lamborghini when the Urus was launched in 2018. Should Lamborghini build an SUV? Well, how about this? An instant success. More than 21,000 have now been produced. It is the best-selling Lamborghini of all time. If the super SUV was a surprise, the Performante part shouldn't be. After all, Lamborghini have been producing faster versions of every car since the Miura back in the 60s. There's the SV, the SVJ, and this, a Performante. The thing is, it's how Lamborghini make the cars faster. For a company built on big horsepower, you think they just add a few more horses under here, the twin-turbo V8, but they haven't done that. It's more holistic than that. To start with this bonnet, it's carbon fibre, not just on the top, everything is carbon fibre. But yes, the power has been bumped up. It's now 666 horsepower, 666, only on a Lamborghini. Yes, Performante style is truly holistic. Carbon fibre is everywhere. The spoiler works, it sits lower, but not at the expense of off-tarmac capability. In fact, this car offers performance in a whole new direction. Sideways. It's called rally mode, which, to put it simply, permits an oversteer effect on dirt and gravel. It does that by lowering damping forces to keep the wheels on the ground. Then the chassis computer steps in with torque vectoring and rear wheel steering to get you sideways and keep you there. And the coup de grace, the traction control takes some time off to allow more rear wheel spin to complete that rally drift. Now, you may have noticed that wasn't this car in the video, and there is a good reason for that. This isn't just the first New Zealand drive of the Urus Performante, this is the first Urus Performante in New Zealand, the only one right now. This pristine carbon fibre bodywork isn't quite ready for a dose of gravel wash. Well, not yet anyway. So today it's all about good behaviour, mostly, but in a few weeks' time we will be filming part 2 of this drive, and it will be on gravel. Actually, speaking of the whole gravel tarmac thing, Pikes Peak, that legendary hill climb, was once a gravel run. Well, it's now fully paved, but it's still a challenge, all 20 kilometres of the 1.4 kilometre vertical climb. That's where Lamborghini took the Urus Performante to show what it could do. And it's not just the Pikes Peak road that tests, the altitude alone really tests the power. Of course, the Urus smashed the SUV record. So how did it do it? Well, try a 47 kilo diet, starting with extensive use of carbon fibre, including that bonnet. Aerodynamics are also improved. There's a redesigned nose, there's air curtains, bonnet vents, downforce is up 38% at the rear. There's so much to love about the Urus Performante, but this is my favourite piece right here, the rear spoiler. It's sort of shrunk it in, but it's actually quite big. If it was up on struts, it would be almost obscene, but here it is just gorgeous. And it goes with something else. The roof rails are deleted from the Performante, so you get a whole new roof line. It isn't changed, but it looks completely different. Makes such a massive difference to the beauty of the roofline and makes the car look so much lower, even though the room inside is still as good as ever. On the subject of the interior, more carbon fibre is used inside, and that combined with the extensive use of Alcantara means the interior alone is 5 kilos lighter. That all-titanium exhaust is also lighter, and it makes the twin-turbo V8 sound even better. It's also worth noting that Urus Performante's interior, it's intentionally dark. It's not about being moody, it's about reducing distraction during, well, your Pikes Peak run, for example. And you still get the drive modes and that new rally mode. Now, it should be pointed out that there is another version of the new Urus, the Urus S. It has the same power as this Performante, but it's not quite as hard-edged. Think of it as the elegant option if you like. It's priced from $395 at Lamborghini Auckland. This Performante, $445. But even if you're not on a racetrack, it takes all of about, well, half a second to feel how much sharper and more powerful, more angry this is than the original Urus, which itself was far from a slouch. It was truly a revelation. And the original was quick. Just click here to see 66 magazine on track in the Urus in Italy back in 2018. The Urus Performante doesn't just feel faster, it is faster. Now, I'll show you. This is launch control, launch mode in fact. Now what it's just done is built up turbo boost pressure and we're going, and that's 100. 3.3 seconds for the record. It feels so much faster. And it's not just that extra 40 Newton meters it gives you with the turbo boost, but in addition, the shift modes are changed. It will also accelerate faster to 200 as well. We'll leave that one for the track. My God. You know, that wasn't a launch start, that was blast off. This is Saturn V rocket quick. 3.3 seconds in an SUV. Obviously 0 to 200 is a track thing, and if the track is your thing, you can option Pirelli Trofeo R-Cut slicks. Now that's a first for an SUV. They're specifically developed for the Urus Performante. And they're good. They shaved 1.5 seconds off the lap time on the fast Nardo handling track in Italy. And you combine them with the new wheels and there's another 6.5 kilos of weight reduction. That lower wider stance I mentioned earlier combines with all the other Performante goodies, the weight savings, that rear steering, the sharper suspension, and of course the power to make this feel more direct, more stable, and obviously more fun. And for all the advances, part of the magic is a bit of a back to the future move, with steel springs replacing the air suspension in Performante. And for good reason, steel offers better immediacy and that sports car feel. You know, when they created the super SUV, Lamborghini talked about combining disparate qualities like sports car performance with SUV practicality. The result was, well, successful, super successful. Now with the Performante, they've done it all, but even better. Welcome to the super duper SUV.